So I shot a couple videos, like just trying to be like, just practicing really. They came out all right. I definitely want to do this short. So my update on the big Rippa, this rip current that I've been researching, finding out. Yeah, first off, for publicity reasons or whatever you want to get out in the world, like just stay away from this spot during its you should stay away from it, period, because even yesterday I had two younger guys where I let them fight that current. They were close enough to the point where I probably could have pulled them in from shoreline, but they were getting sucked out a little bit. So that's why some guy that was on the beach that we were watching this go down, he knows me already. They know me down there. He's like, grab your board, grab your board. I'm like, no, I'm gonna let these guys fight it a little bit. Like this isn't even that strong, this current right now. It's not even in its full phase of ripping out. And I was watching these young boys and I was just like, dude, if you guys came here after hours and nobody was watching, we could be retrieving you tonight somewhere, or have you come in with the tide tonight. Yeah, something like that. Like that's it. That's serious. I don't want people putting me in this kind of position too. Like, everything I'm doing is just because I want to protect people. I want to help people in this aspect here. I don't have trained lifeguards to come help me. This isn't like daytime hours where, if I had a crew with me that would come out, and do these rescues all the time after hours and just be there on spot, that would be a dream, but this isn't going to happen until they either extend lifeguard hours or figure something out. So, so yeah, I would rather breathe easy down there. I mean, unfortunately, there is a good surf spot. That's how I found out this area. Like, there's a good surf spot out there, that I have fun with. That it's only unique to me because I'm on the skill level to enjoy myself over there. Even that the surf over there is like, it can be pretty dangerous if you don't know what's going on and you're a beginner. I would say stay out of that area because it's just a big piece of wash that sucks up off the sandbar, and you can get thrown, you can get scorpioned, if you don't know what you're doing out there and don't know what wave to take. It could even be dangerous on the level of surfing out there. But like as far as swimming, um the reason why you get such a current over there is because there is a wave out there, and it's a little bit stronger than the other waves on the beach, and it's a wave of kind of like consequence as far as up and down the coast. And I mean, it's the wave is actually trying to suck you out into it, and that's why you're getting that really hard current. And all these people who can barely even swim, I guarantee you that if you ever got hit by these waves and you just don't have the skill level or anything like that, it's going to be like getting hit by like Mike Tyson in his prime, or just getting a knockout punch to you while you're trying to keep yourself afloat. Like that's just how it's going to be. That's how it's going to feel. You're just probably just going to give up. Like, not only were you trying to swim and keep up with the current, if you get sucked into the impact zone on a pretty big day, you're going to get the life beat out of you by waves that you've never even experienced before, if it is that big. So that's another reason why my heart rate goes up around this area. Not only because it just sucks people, it sucks the life out of people that can't swim, just on like they're on a treadmill. But it could also beat you up too, which I haven't seen yet, and I'm thankful that we haven't even had waves to that point out there where, that 3-person rescue that got where I couldn't paddle them back in. We took a couple really small waves on the head, but if we were out there and that was happening during like real waves, the guy that I had, probably not, probably not going to come back. That's the severity of the situation over there. So yeah, you got to think about that as well. If you see big waves out there and you're going to go swim where it's going to try to rip you out into that, just think you've never even taken a wave on your head before. Like if I can have you experience that, most of the people, 90, I would say about 95 to 99% of people, not just experiencing the fear of a rip current. If I put a 10-foot shore break set over your head and have you get drilled, you're never going to go in the ocean ever again. You'll never go out there again. That'll be it. You'll be done. You'll be like, I never want to mess with the ocean again. Where I take those sets on the head, I wear them on my head, I stay calm. I can't even imagine what the big wave surfers do. I can't even imagine what they do, right? But I'm going to tell you, you're going to take this set on the head and you're going to fear the ocean, not only from the rip current, but from taking a beating like that, just by not listening to people and having that current suck you out there and have fun with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's another risk that can happen. So, yeah, people ask why I don't lifeguard and do it because so many people know me, so many people follow me. That's why it's like when I have my rescues and I'm trying to put this out in the world, I'm like, are you listening to me? Or are you just messing with me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Are you trying to get underneath my skin? Are you trying to like, because I've seen enough people not make it in my life. That's why I have these feelings. That's why I have these emotions. That's why I try so hard, is because I've seen people not make it. I've seen people lose loved ones. I'd had to have to comfort people before. I've had to move their last things. I had to take things out of their room before. I had to move things that someone, and there's a different, it's a different situation now. It's something that I've dealt with that a lot of young people, a lot of the people just don't understand what that feels like. When you're the only one that can comfort someone who's actually had to deal with something like this. So that's the reality of the situation. Today, I'm glad that the water's colder. We got storms coming through. If you're going to go out there in a lightning storm, it's like, I'm getting off the beach. I don't know about you. You know what I'm saying? So we have storms coming in later tonight when the lifeguards go off duty. Always swim in front of a lifeguard. Always try to swim in front of a lifeguard. Always try to make sure you know that if this isn't your life in the ocean, you're not a surfer, you're not out there year round training like I do, swimming, being familiar with the ocean, grabbing your equipment, making sure that you're aware of how dangerous and how powerful it is, then always just swim in front of the lifeguard. Look back. Am I in front of them? Like, it doesn't hurt. Might hurt your pride a little bit, but your pride's better than your life. And yeah, just stay safe. And I don't know. I'll have to update you later. I'm still nursing a cold a little bit, still getting it out of my system. I've been relaxing ever since I made all those rescues. I said, I went from kind of being homeless to everything and being like, okay, well, you don't really deserve that anymore. You should have a roof over your head. You should have some things that you like. You can go back to that, Dan. You can go back to being a normal human being and not feel sorry about it. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for anyone who ever supported me, whether you do it behind my back and you can't communicate with me like you'd like to, like I can't communicate with you the way I'd like to. I don't know who feels what about me a lot of times, but I'm just thankful for the people that see things my way and try to help me out, and that's it. All my close friends, all my family that try to help me out in their own way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to be thankful for them. I feel like sometimes if I don't mention certain people or whatever, they'll get mad at me behind my back. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just thankful for everyone who stayed loyal to me, everyone who's been behind me, and or at least try to. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm out. Have a good day, and talk to you soon.